is Kiko, and I have been on a high raw vegan diet for over 20 years now. So today, this is my first ever solo talk. It's actually the third time I'm trying. But anyway, I am not comfortable doing this, but there's always a first time. And this year has been tons of challenges for me, and this will be one of it. So thank you for joining me. So today I was supposed to go to do interview with beautiful Doreet from LA. It's my honor to be able to interview her, but there was a technical issue, so unfortunately it didn't work today, but we'll definitely come back on that. But anyway, I said, well, I should do it alone anyway. So I quickly made myself a breakfast. Today's breakfast is red smoothie. This has been my favorite red smoothie so far recently. The inside I've added 3 bananas, mixed berries, maybe a cup and a half, and about a cup of frozen parsley. And it was very intense. Like I squeezed a lot of parsley, so there's quite a bit. So that alone would make it kind of greenish or even like a grayish color. And the reason why it's very red is because I added beetroots. So I love adding beetroots. Doesn't have much taste to it, but I love the color. It just makes me feel so good drinking such a beautiful color one. I also added frozen broccoli. Now, I don't like eating raw broccoli. Even some people do eat broccoli raw. I know in America, Americans like eating raw broccolis. Here in Japan, it's not quite common, and I don't really like the taste of it. And I know you can also freeze the broccoli and eat it, marinate it and eat it like that. But I still think that it's not quite how it would taste cooked. And I'm not eating anything cooked. So I saw that you can put it in your smoothie, and I barely taste broccoli. So this is my favorite way of including the crucified vegetable. Oh my God. 21st Century Homestead. Oh, thanks so much for joining. This is my first ever message. Thank you so much. Another message was from my husband, who was just letting me know that the texting works. So whoever is watching live, thank you so much. And whoever is watching replay, I really appreciate it. So anyway, I just gave you the recipe of this red smoothies. It's super good. I gotta try it. It's so simple. I usually add sea moss, but I forgot to add it. It's okay. I'll just add it later. So while I'm having one of my breakfasts, I thought that I could share a bit about myself. And I wanted to share the shocking truth of me. So this might be the first time that I'm going to be sharing this. And the fact that I have been on this high raw vegan diet for over 20 years, it hasn't been smooth, right? And I have shared this already quite a bit with my podcast with Sky, especially the first interview with Sky. You can go back to my channel and watch that as well. I wanted to be transparent and clear with what I'm going through. So endometriosis has been a struggle for me for the last 8 years or so, and I almost died last year because of due to heavy breathing. And and then I realized that I needed to take medicine to stop my period because I just played a little too much on with my life. I could have left this life last year. So I didn't want it to take anything, any pills or, even painkiller. I don't like taking that. But I said, you know what, it's better than dying. So I took a pill for 6 months to stop my period, and that has worked really, really well for me. I haven't been having period for the last 7, 8 months. So now I feel like my health has been amazing. Like I have so much energy. Because I'm not losing blood, I have enough hemoglobin, iron level is perfect. I have so much energy. My husband thinks that I have too much iron. Yeah. And I have been quite active. I was able to work a lot. I don't have any pain on endometriosis. So that's a great thing. I do feel a bit bloated, but other than that, I feel excellent. Another thing that I wanted to share that I have never probably shared online is my condition on eczema. So over 20 years ago, so this was 2004, I started to incorporate raw vegan diet. And there were two reasons that I wanted to work on with this diet, which was eczema. I had a severe case of eczema. And also at that time, I was suffering with ovarian cyst. So I had some occasional stomach pain, and I had a few rupture. So when I incorporated my raw vegan diet, ovarian cyst completely disappeared. So that was great. I said, okay, this is the diet that I wanted to stick with for the rest of my life. But eczema took a long time to heal, and there are times that it completely cleared up. But recently, I have been having an issue with it. So that's something I have never shared, and I wasn't comfortable with it. But you know what? I'm going to share everything. 21st Century Homestead. I'm very new to this, learning from everyone. Thank you, watching all your videos. Oh, thank you. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I didn't think anyone would join, so thank you so much for your comment. So anyway, yesterday I was watching a YouTube video by Giovanna. Giovanna was a very popular YouTuber when I became raw vegan. So she was quite, in 2005, 2006. And I don't remember when she came up, but she was quite active along with Fully Raw Christina. So then she started to eat animal products because she wasn't feeling good with this raw vegan diet. And, poor girl, she was caught on a video that she was eating, I don't know, it was fish or egg. So that went viral. And I just saw her recent video saying that, that she was going through some health issues, and she wanted to stay raw vegan, but her body was saying no. So now she looks amazing. I was just looking at her. She's not, I think she does eat quite a, she takes care of her body. She eats fresh food, and she eats quite a bit of meat and eggs and, animal products. But it shows that she takes care of her body really well. I mean, she looks stunning. For me, I'm an ethical vegan, so it's difficult for me to go back to eating animal products. And I have to say that there are times that, a lot of people told me, Kiko, just eat beef, because there are times that I was lacking on iron. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, sending me love. I really appreciate it. Yeah, and there are some times I thought about maybe I should incorporate, but when I was faced with animal products in front of me, I just couldn't do it. I see the animal's face, the whole body when I see beef or, whatever the animal products, I see the original form and I just cannot. And I know this is a horrible things to say, but I'd rather be sick myself than making animals go through that kind of suffer. So anyway, that's everyone's choice. And going back to Giovanna's YouTube, I respect her. There's no judgment for me. I just couldn't do it myself, and it's my choice. And it's great that Giovanna is taking care of her body, and I really, appreciate that she still is pretty much present in social media. And yeah, back to my story on eczema. So beginning of this year, my skin was perfect. I had like no pimples or acne, and my skin was so soft and really well hydrated. And I said, wow, yeah, this raw vegan diet is amazing. And then I have been on a fully raw vegan diet pretty much from January this year. And I don't think I have been on fully raw vegan diet for such a long period of time. I have been vegan and high raw vegan for over 20 years. So being vegan over 10 years, I think I have been on ethical vegan for the last 11 years or so. And I have been on a high raw vegan for over 20 years. But I have had time going out in a vegan restaurant in those years. But this year I have been committed. I have published my first ebook, and I have been connected to more raw vegans all around the world, and that helped me stick with this fully raw vegan diet. So yeah, again, I think I have been on this fully raw vegan for the first time, maybe over 6 months. That's been my first time. But I'm still suffering with eczema. So that's my I guess that's the shocking news that I wanted to share with you. I wanted to be transparent. And why do I still stay fully raw vegan? It's because even though I still suffer with some eczema now, and yes, I do get frustrated because I pay a lot of attention on what I eat every day. I check what I eat, how I feel, and it's been a mystery why it's not working. But I stay on this diet because I still do feel amazing. I have so much energy. It's incredible. And when I eat cooked food, and I do not think all cooked food are toxic, just for myself, I feel much better. 21st century homestead said my mom used a cast iron pot and boiled water for tea and keep her iron good. Yeah, something to try. Yes, I actually do that. Here in Japan, it's quite popular. Oh, Apple Day, thank you for joining. Yes, it's quite common here. It's that, so the issue was not so much that my body wasn't creating, it wasn't, it was off balance because my hormonal, there was a hormonal imbalance. That's why I have endometriosis. But the reason was that I was bleeding so much during my period, and it was just sometimes it was going heavy bleeding for 1 month, and thank God that stopped for me. So yeah, I really appreciate it, and that cast iron, we do that here in Japan. But I don't, because I don't have any issues. I have a very good iron and hemoglobin level. I don't have to do it. So where was I? Yeah, I was sharing my eczema issue. Like yesterday, I will be sharing what I eat in a day. I will share what I ate today, and if people see what I eat in a day, people would say, "Wow, you eat so clean. Can you get even cleaner of what you eat?" And I'm not talking about water fast or juice fast. I'm talking about sustainable food. I eat many varieties, fruits and vegetable in season. I pay attention to omega-3 fatty acids, and still yet I get itchiness on my fingers. It's not a big deal, but I have some dry spots, and yesterday I had some inflammation, and it gets quite frustrating because I do pay a lot of attention. But again, I choose to stay on this raw vegan diet. It's because I don't know any other diet that's better than this, that's sustainable. I have done a lot of water fast, juice fast, all sorts of cleansing protocols, and it's great. It there's a place for that, but what I'm looking for is something sustainable. I would love to be able to eat seasonal fruits and vegetable in many variations. So that's what I'm doing. I went to see dermatologist yesterday. I haven't gone to dermatologist in the longest time. Last time I went to see a dermatologist was when I was living in California, and I was 20, so that's 30 years ago. 30 years ago, I went to see a dermatologist because I didn't realize California was very dry, and I didn't pay too much attention on putting protection, so I got some dry spots. So that was the last visit. But I used to go to dermatologists quite often here in Japan growing up because I was suffering with eczema and acne. Not acne, but eczema and atopy. But I know what they can do is usually give you steroids, which I have grown, I used steroid growing up, and I didn't want to use it anymore because it works for a little bit and it doesn't work anymore after a few weeks use. And steroids, we know that it's not good for you. So I went to see a dermatologist, and I was just hoping that she can do some blood tests to see if there's something that I need to adjust. So I have asked for omega-3 fatty acids test. Even though I pay attention on omega-3 fatty acids intake, maybe it's my body cannot absorb it, so that's why I have inflammation. Unfortunately, here in Japan, I haven't found anywhere they can check. I know in the States it's easy to do it on blood. I think you can even do it. You can even send out your result. I don't know. I remember Americans saying that's easy to check on your omega-3 and 6 fatty acids. So the doctor, I've asked the 3 different doctors, gynecologist, dermatologist, and I think I saw a generalist 2 years ago, and he said that there's no such blood test. So there might be an easy way to do it, but I haven't found that. And then what else she recommended? She yeah, she recommended pill or injection, so it would calm down the allergy reaction. But I know I don't want to go there. So, well, anyway, I tried. I went to get, um, I guess, opinion from dermatologist, and so I'm back to raw vegan diet. Well, I haven't changed much, but I'm back to paying attention on what I eat. So now I take photo of every single thing that I eat, and I'm trying to see what's triggering me. My husband, we went on hiking this morning. I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning and I'm feeling good. And I was sharing with my husband that, even though I'm paying attention, I still have some flare up. And he said, maybe it's a homemade yogurt. So I'm going to see, I'm going to skip homemade yogurt, which I love for as a dressing for my salad. So it might cause some flare ups. So that's every day I pay attention, and hopefully it would calm down. It has been a mystery for me. I know certain foods, it would trigger my skin condition. For example, cashews, cashew nuts is definitely a no-no for me. If I eat a little bit of cashew nuts, I would definitely have a severe flare up. So I haven't touched that for in a long period of time. And another reason I'm not eating any cooked food, like I cook. I cook for my husband. He is mostly raw vegan because by default I prepare most of his meals, but sometimes he likes something cooked. So sometimes I do a very simple steamed veggies, but I prefer not to touch it for now because I'm just going through some flare-ups on eczema at the moment, and I don't want to complicate it, and I don't want to blame on some simple cooked food. Apple say, is eczema typically food related? Could it also be influenced by something in the environment? Yes, definitely. I know for some people it could be stress. And for me, even though I have been going through quite a bit of stress, it seems like it's not much related. I know it doesn't help for my eczema, but it seems like for me, it's what I eat and also environment. So if I go into like a dusty place, like if I clean up and if I touch something dusty, I would definitely react to that. But what I'm going through right now, it seems like it's yeah, it's not so much of what I touch. The environment hasn't changed much, so it could be a reason. But I know that what I'm going through, even though it's quite frustrating because it's been a long time, I know that I am on this journey for good. Every time I have something very challenging or very frustrating, it has always been the case in my life that it is um, it is a gift. I always find something magical. I always find something um, fantastic, and that's how I found out about raw vegan. Right, I was in 2003, 2004. I was in a very dark place, and when I started incorporate raw vegan diet, I felt so good. And honestly, if I haven't suffered that much in in early 2000s, I would have never stuck with raw vegan diet because it was difficult for me. I was a social butterfly. I love going out with friends, and we always eat out to some interesting restaurants, and when I became raw vegan, I had to stop that. I had to make sure that I am, I have, I don't tempt myself too much going to restaurant. So yeah. Oh, you're welcome, Apple. I hope by me sharing, me being transparent, my journey, it helps others. And Giovanna's interview yesterday, again, that was good reminder also to be transparent as always. Poor girl, I really admire Giovanna, and she, um, she had to go through this traumatic experience on someone filming her eating animal products. But she looks fantastic now. She looks so happy. I don't know her. I've never met her before, but and she eats a lot of animal products, and that seems to work really well. So good on her. I cannot do it myself anymore. I cannot. I'm an ethical vegan, and I would not be able to eat animal products. So yeah, Apple said it does help. I have eczema on my neck. Oh, yeah, I I'm glad that it's helping you. It's been quite hot here in Kyoto, and I live in a mountain. Kyoto it's surrounded by mountains, and even though we are in the center of Kyoto, I live in a mountain. And at night, we get a nice cool breeze, so we don't need to turn on the AC. We just have a fan to sleep with. But yesterday was quite hot, and that fan was a bit too small. I was too optimistic, and I was sweating all night long on my neck, and it's getting a bit irritated. So I have to be careful on that as well. But yeah, skin is a very, it's a beautiful gift, isn't it? Because it's the largest organ, and it tells you right away. This is skin condition is my first sign of my health. So it's a messenger. It's great, but it is quite annoying, right? So anyway, it's my first. That was my first live solo talk. A lot of things I'm learning on my way. I wanted to connect on Instagram. Somehow it's not working. It's okay. I am so blessed that some people have joined me and messaged me. I really appreciate that. Oh, 21st Century Homesteads, you're doing so fantastic on this live. Oh, thank you so much. One thing I have learned doing this YouTube live and video is that you guys are so generous and so kind. This year I've decided to come out to public. I published my ebook, and now I'm doing translation into Japanese because quite a few Japanese people bought my book, even though they don't read English. So they're doing Google Translate, and Google Translate from English to Japanese is quite horrific. So I'm working on it every day, little by little. And this YouTube live, Instagram live, I'm not comfortable with it. But as I mentioned, I almost died last year, or I should say I should have died last year. I pushed a little too much on just believing in this raw vegan journey alone, and I wanted to fix everything with this diet. And I don't think I had much stress. It was I was eating quite clean, so yeah, I was I didn't want to touch any Western medicine, but I wanted to because I pushed too much, I ended up risking myself, and because of that incident, I always feel death very close to me. I feel great, and now I have so much energy. Eczema is not it's not a big deal. It's not life-threatening disease that I have. But I know I could die anytime, not because of the health condition, but I could have an accident. We don't know when we are parting this life. And I said, am I proud of myself? Is there anything I could have done? And this is something I feel that I would have regretted not doing it, because in 2004, when I started raw vegan diet, I wanted to scream to the world that, like, why did I not know this amazing information? Like, why? And I said, I should do my part sharing this message. And again, I'm not saying this raw vegan diet is perfect. Look at Giovanna. It didn't work for her, and she looks amazing now. Whatever she's doing, I don't know her, so I don't directly, so I don't know the real story behind. But and then for me as well, I still probably have endometriosis. Although I don't have any pain, I will go to gynecologist on checkup in September. So I will definitely keep you updated. But I have no cycle that stopped, and I have no pain. So that's great. Just eczema that I'm dealing with. But yeah, I wanted to reach out to as many people as possible, because I was in a very dark place from year 2001 to beginning of 2004. And even though it's not perfect, I feel it's fantastic. I feel so good. And again, cooked food is not bad. It works well for my husband as well. I cook for him, and he's fantastic. He has great energy. But for me, when I eat cooked food, I feel moody. I feel so heavy. I feel there's so many things coming up, and I'm a bit. I don't know when to stop. So I know I want to stay away from cooked food for now. I might eat it at some point, but for now, I'm loving how I feel with this raw vegan diet. So that's what I wanted to share today. I have been speaking for half an hour. I really appreciate Apple. Apple, you have been helping me so much, feeling more comfortable to share. And 21st Century Homesteader, I thank you so much for your message, kind message. I'm just very blessed to be able to connect with people. And my wish is that this message reach out to people who needs this information. And for that, I will do anything because, again, back to 2004, when I said that I need to do this, I need to share this important message to the world. For forever is ready to listen to. So that was for me, my first solo talk. Thank you so much for joining. And I will be back again. Bye, everyone.